So the other day, I remember talking to a friend. Excuse me. So the other day, I remember talking to a friend, and he was about to get married, and I was so happy for him. And I told him, "Oh, amazing! How you doing? How's it going?" And when is the? Oh no, I think they already got married. They said they got married a week or 2 weeks ago, and I was so happy for them. And yeah, is the owner of a bookshop where I get most of my books and or some of my books and all that. And they said they just got married a few weeks back, and we are so I was congratulating them and all that. So I asked them a question: what books did you guys read on marriage? Did you hear anything? That's the same thing I got. I didn't hear anything. I didn't get any response. But then his wife mentioned that, oh yeah, the husband, I mean, being an entrepreneur is always busy, he has a business and all that. But then that should not be an excuse, should it be? And he was like, oh, I'm busy, there's no time, I don't have time to read. And okay, fine. Then his wife said, Fred, I read the book, but then it's not recent. When was that? Years back. Then she mentioned she also probably read one earlier this year. I was like, okay, but then she said she just, then there was no marriage plans and all that. She just happened to stumble on the book. And excuse me. So I was okay, fine. I didn't judge, and Bible says judge not so you not be judged. But then I made a statement. I asked them a question. Before you started this business, did you just start the business? And he said, of course not. Did you have to learn it? He said, of course he had to. I confirmed from him. I think he said he used to be an apprentice or something, or used to be a mentee to somebody in the business, and that's how I was able to learn the trade and understand the business. And the business of stationaries and is that not what they call them? People that own bookshops sell writing book educational materials and all that and books and all that, right? And he had to learn it. He had to be under somebody, or he had to. If he was an Igbo person or Igbo, sorry, he was an Igbo person, he would have to practice the apprenticeship model, which is very popular in Nigeria amongst Igbo persons. But then he's Yoruba, so I'm not sure he remotely had something close to that. So perhaps he had to, but basically he had to learn it. He had to take, at least learnings. He might not take courses on Udemy and all that, but he had to learn it. He had to understand business and sales and everything, right? And why would you now enter marriage without learning it? Why would you now enter marriage without understanding it? You would want to enter business and you want to first learn it, understand the arms. Like I remember a friend that I was asking, why have you not started this business? And he said, he still wants to learn. He still feels like he has not gotten the capacity enough. You need to get capacity to get into business. Then why is it that the thing that can make or mar your entire life? Now, I'm not trying to be harsh to my friend, please. If you are saying this, please, don't take this personal. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to, everybody out there, not you particularly, please. So why would you want to get into marriage without learning about it? Why do we do this to ourselves? Okay, you want to become a developer. You're going to take courses on front end and soft and back end development. You're going to first start with free code camp, then you learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Then you go on to Udemy and Coursera. You take some coding programs. Then you move on to learning Python, maybe on Free Code Camp or moving on to Code Academy and all that. I mean, I'm giving free ads to these people, but nonetheless, why do we do this? You're going to learn all this. You give yourself a timeline of between 3 months to 1 year to learn this, perfect it. You're going to also now apply into mentorship or internship programs, right? So that you'd pick up the skills. Sometimes maybe we have the different ones like hotel HNG internship if you're a Nigerian, or as a product manager, you're even going to take some product management courses. Like I took Udacity, I took courses on Udemy, I took courses across different areas, and then you're going to now want to take internships and all that. Why would you want to do this? So that you can understand the system. Then you'd also start with internships. There's a Google APM program. There's a Google internship program. You're going to want to intern with any company. It might not be Fortune 500 or fan company, but just any company, so you can understand the ropes of it. and you can shadow a PM and learn from them. Is that not it? But then why would you not go into marriage without learning it? Why would you want to jump into? And guess what? Statistically, biblically, and in all facets of life, like everything says that the person you get married to can determine how your future ends up. Like how good or how bad your future will be, right? Your life in general can make or mar you. So how do you want to go enter marriage without understanding it, understanding the rope, or even learning about it, or even reading about it? You're reading every day to pass. You're like before you became a doctor, you have to spend 6 years. If you're in a Nigerian public school, probably 7 to 10 years. I'm sorry, no shades here, right? But you have to burn those midnight candles, reading anatomy, physiology, pathology, histopathology, and platform pathology and pharmacology, and taking your viva and all that, preparing for. I mean, I know all this because I have, I'm not going to tell you why, so I'll keep it a secret. But then you're going to take all this for you do pre-med school for 3 years, then you start your clinicals and community health and all that. You're going to take all this, then you start your posting and all. You're going to take this for years so that start you can start bearing the title of a doctor, and you can start working in a hospital full time. And you still intern when you're done. You still intern. If you're in Nigeria, you do your house job, or what do they call it? Which is housemanship, right? Which is an internship or externship or whichever one you call it. You still intern before you can now become a house officer. A house officer or medical officer, I'm not sure, please. But then you can see this series of steps. But why is it that for marriage you're jumping in without the necessary prerequisites, without the knowledge per se? Why do we do this to ourselves? And yet, I'm not trying to be an agent of doom. We wonder why, you know, we are seeing a lot of, I mean, although it's because of the worldly perspective of it, which is another topic I'll make in another video. We are wondering why marriages are failing up and down. Like, God forbid, it's not going to happen to that, my friend. It's not going to happen to you watching this video as well, and not to our friends as well. But then, please, we would need to do better. Let's understand the economics. Let's understand the fundamentals of marriage. Let's read books. Let's take courses if possible. I don't think there are courses on marriage, but please let's learn. Let's go and read books. And in the next video, I'm going to be recommending at least 8 books on marriage. And if the spirit leads, I'll be making it 20 books, and I would want you to check it out. And my goal is to ensure we don't just win at marriage, or we don't just get married, right, or learn about marriage. My goal is that we're able to, I want everybody to have a happy, God led, healthy, and peaceful, loving marriage. And I'm on, that's my goal. And I want you to have it. And that's why I'm sharing this. And do check out my next video. And bye for now, guys. Cheers.